Bem-vindos ao nosso espaço, um mergulho profundo nos assuntos mais interessantes de esportes, ciências e temas gerais do momento. Aqui você vai encontrar conteúdo de qualidade, com análises empolgantes e descobertas fascinantes que vão expandir seus horizontes. Nossa missão é trazer informação relevante de forma dinâmica e descontraída. Queremos que você faça parte dessa jornada incrível de conhecimento e diversão. Se gostar do nosso conteúdo, não esqueça de deixar seu like e se inscrever no canal para não perder nenhuma novidade. Ative o sininho também. Aproveite!
If you love science, don't forget to like and subscribe. When we imagine alien life, we tend to fixate on the possibilities, the bizarre morphologies, the exotic biologies. But what if the sheer potential of cosmic evolution is not only limited by the chemical rules of carbon, but fundamentally restricted by the very rocks they stand on? What if the grammar of life, its structural rules, its forms of communication, and its scale, is dictated by planetary geology? This is the concept of Silicon Semiotics. Semiotics is the study of signs and symbols, the rules by which meaning is constructed. In astrobiology, Silicon Semiotics suggests that the dominant mineralogy of an exoplanet establishes the structural and chemical vocabulary available for local life, thereby setting the ultimate limits on evolution. Earth life uses carbon because of its incredible versatility, forming long, complex chains suitable for soft, dynamic structures. But 90% of Earth's crust is made up of silicates, compounds of silicon and oxygen. Now, imagine a super-Earth, perhaps twice the mass of our world, that cooled rapidly and retained an extremely dense, thick, and highly siliceous crust. The sheer abundance and crystalline structure of silicates, which form incredibly strong, rigid tetrahedral bonds, would exert immense material pressure on emergent life. On such a world, building large biological structures out of purely soft organic material becomes mechanically inefficient, or even impossible, due to the high gravity and lack of internal shear strength. The biological imperative shifts. Life must incorporate the ambient mineral structure. We might not see soft, flexible, membrane-bound aliens. Instead, the available biological grammar might favor forms resembling crystalline lattices or mineral scaffolding. These life forms would be slower, more rigid, and vastly more structurally complex at the molecular level, effectively growing their own skeletons from the silicon, calcium, or iron compounds dissolved in their environment, rather than relying on internal hydrostatic or muscular support. Geology also dictates the metabolic scope. Consider the role of plate tectonics. On Earth, tectonic movement continually recycles critical elements, carbon, sulfur, nitrogen, back into the biosphere via volcanism and seafloor spreading. This ensures long-term chemical diversity and stability. But many super-Earths are predicted to be stagnant lid planets, lacking plate tectonics. Without this massive resource recycling system, surface nutrients become chemically locked in vast, immobile continental blocks. Life on such a planet would face a profound limitation: scarcity. The grammar of life here becomes one of extreme efficiency. Organisms must be localized, small, and specialized in extracting trace elements from inert rock, leading to biospheres dominated by subsurface microbial networks, or surface life that forms symbiotic, fixed associations with the bedrock itself, using sophisticated mineral chelation techniques. But where the semiotics truly becomes fascinating is in communication. On a planet rich in iron, manganese, or rare earth elements, these minerals become the fundamental vocabulary of signaling. If the geology generates strong, stable magnetic fields and contains widespread deposits of magnetizable minerals, alien life might evolve complex structures dedicated not to sound or light, but to subtle magnetic field modulation. Imagine vast, slow-moving entities communicating through structured, intentional fluctuations in the local geomagnetic field. A syntax governed by the density and polarity of iron oxides within their own bodies. Alternatively, if a planet's crust is rich in complex, light-absorbing metallic pigments, say, heavy transition metals, the visual communication, the written language of life, would be governed by the specific spectral lines dictated by those minerals. A message wouldn't just be a color, but a specific mineral-based wavelength absorption pattern that signals status, threat, or resource location. The grammar of life, therefore, is not an open manuscript. It is a text heavily redacted by the planet's formative heat, pressure, and chemical history. The silicon crust tells life exactly what materials it can use, how fast it can move, and how it must communicate. It's a sobering reminder that the search for alien biology is just as much a search for exoplanetary geology. For more incredible facts like this, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.